What if I told you that some of the best open-world games have flown completely under the radar? While most people talk about the big names, hidden gems are waiting for you to explore. Let's take a look at 21 underrated open-world games that you need to experience. Number 21. Everspace 2. Everspace 2 is a space simulation game developed by Rockfish Games and launched in 2020. As the sequel to Everspace, it expands upon its predecessor's space combat and exploration mechanics by introducing a more detailed and open-world approach to the genre. The game is set in an expansive universe filled with planets, stations, and a variety of ships to pilot. Players can engage in intense dogfights, explore different sectors, and immerse themselves in a detailed narrative. One of the key features of Everspace 2 is its dynamic space combat, with customizable ships and various loadouts that allow for strategic gameplay. The game also offers a robust RPG element, including a loot-driven progression system, missions, and side activities that provide plenty of content for players. The game's beautiful graphics and expansive environments, coupled with its engaging combat mechanics, make it a standout space exploration experience. Number 20. Mad Max. Mad Max, released in 2015 and developed by Avalanche Studios, is an open-world action game set in the post-apocalyptic wastelands of the Mad Max universe. Players control Max Rokitansky, a lone wanderer, as he attempts to survive in a world dominated by ruthless raiders and other dangers. The game is heavily inspired by the Mad Max films, with the narrative following Max's quest for revenge while navigating a hostile, desert-like environment. The game's best features include its high-octane vehicular combat, which is at the core of the experience. Max's vehicle, the Magnum Opus, can be customized and upgraded throughout the game to take on hostile forces. The open-world design is filled with challenges, such as resource gathering, side missions, and enemy strongholds. The immersive atmosphere, environmental storytelling, and dynamic combat make Mad Max a hidden gem for fans of action-packed open-world games. Number 19. Dead Rising 4. Dead Rising 4, released in 2016 by Capcom, is the fourth entry in the Dead Rising series. Set during the Christmas season, it follows Frank West as he returns to Willamette, Colorado, to investigate a new outbreak of zombies. The game retains the series' signature over-the-top combat and humor, while introducing new mechanics like real-time vehicle combat and more expansive open-world exploration. Dead Rising 4's best features lie in its chaotic, sandbox-style gameplay. Players can use an extensive range of weapons, from everyday items to elaborate combos, to take down hordes of zombies in creative ways. The open world is designed to encourage experimentation, allowing players to build crazy weapons and vehicles. The sense of freedom, humor, and large-scale zombie destruction makes Dead Rising 4 a fun and underrated entry in the franchise. Number 18. 7. The Days Long Gone. 7. The Days Long Gone, released in 2017 by Fool's Theory, is a post-apocalyptic RPG set in a vast open world. Players take control of a former soldier named Teriel, who is exploring a desolate, irradiated world filled with strange factions and dangerous wildlife. The game is set in the far future, after humanity has fallen and civilization has collapsed. The standout features of 7 include its tactical, turn-based combat system and its expansive open world, which allows for freedom of exploration and interaction. The game also incorporates survival elements, such as managing hunger, thirst, and other resources. Its isometric view and immersive environment make it a unique experience in the post-apocalyptic genre, and the complex narrative offers plenty of depth for players seeking a rich RPG experience. Number 17. Rage 2. Rage 2, developed by Avalanche Studios and ID Software, is a 2019 first-person shooter set in a post-apocalyptic world. It is the sequel to the 2011 game Rage, and features an expansive open world filled with chaotic combat, vehicular action, and a variety of activities. The game's narrative focuses on the player's quest to defeat a faction of mutants known as the Authority, while exploring a vast wasteland. The game's best features are its fast-paced, explosive combat, which combines the shooting mechanics of ID Software with the open-world elements of Avalanche Studios. The game also offers diverse vehicles, customizable weapons, and a wide range of abilities, making combat feel dynamic and satisfying. The open world is filled with enemies, activities, and locations to explore, making RAGE2 an exciting and action-packed experience. Number 16. Generation Zero. Generation Zero, developed by Avalanche Studios in 2019, is an open-world survival game set in an alternate version of 1980s Sweden. The game revolves around a group of survivors attempting to combat robotic enemies that have taken over the country. Set in an open-world environment, the game focuses on exploration, scavenging, and stealth as players battle against waves of deadly machines. Generation Zero's best features include its unique setting, tense survival gameplay, and co-op multiplayer mode, where players can team up to fight off the robotic invaders. The game's open world is filled with dynamic weather, day-night cycles, and a strong emphasis on exploration and strategy. The blend of stealth, combat, and resource management gives it a unique place in the survival genre, and the eerie atmosphere adds to the overall experience. Number 15. Gravity Rush 2. Gravity Rush 2, developed by SIE Japan Studio and released in 2017, is an action-adventure game set in a vibrant floating world. Players control Kat, a young woman with the ability to manipulate gravity, as she explores the city of Hexaville and uncovers the mysteries surrounding her powers. The game features a stunning art style, fluid gravity-based mechanics, and an engaging story. One of Gravity Rush 2's best features is its innovative gravity-shifting gameplay, allowing players to navigate the environment in dynamic ways. Kat can fly through the air, walk on walls, or manipulate gravity to attack enemies. The open world is vast, filled with side missions, collectibles, and hidden secrets, making it a joy to explore. The game's colorful world and unique gameplay mechanics set it apart from other action-adventure games. 14. Red Faction, Guerrilla. Red Faction, Guerrilla, developed by Volition and released in 2009, is an open-world action game set on Mars. Players control Alec Mason, a member of the Red Faction resistance group, as he attempts to overthrow a corrupt Earth Defense Force (EDF) regime. The game features a destructible open world, allowing players to tear down buildings and structures in creative ways. The game's standout feature is its emphasis on destruction. Almost everything in the environment can be destroyed, and players are encouraged to use this to their advantage. From explosives to vehicles, the ability to level entire buildings or create chaos in the EDF's ranks is incredibly satisfying. The open-world structure allows players to choose how they approach missions, offering a high level of freedom and creativity in gameplay. On Uchinju Sable. Sable, released in 2021 by Shedworks, is an exploration-focused open-world game that emphasizes visual storytelling and environmental puzzles. Set on a vast desert planet, players control Sable, a young girl who is on a rite of passage to discover her place in the world. The game features beautiful hand-drawn art and a peaceful, meditative atmosphere. The standout feature of Sable is its emphasis on exploration and puzzle solving, without any combat or time pressures. Players can explore the world at their own pace, discovering hidden locations and uncovering the game's story through environmental clues. The game's minimalist design and calming soundtrack provide a unique, relaxing experience compared to other open-world games, making it a must-play for fans of narrative-driven exploration. Number 12. Assassin's Creed Syndicate. Assassin's Creed Syndicate, developed by Ubisoft and released in 2015, is set in Victorian-era London and follows twin assassins Jacob and Evie Fry as they battle against the Templar Order. The game features a large, detailed open world filled with historical landmarks, side activities, and a robust combat system. One of the best features of Syndicate is its dynamic twin character system, allowing players to switch between Jacob and Evie, each with their own unique abilities. The game also introduces a more refined combat system and vehicle mechanics, including the ability to travel through the city using carriages. The open-world design is immersive, with a variety of side missions, collectibles, and opportunities for exploration in a beautifully recreated version of Victorian London. Number 11. The Saboteur. The Saboteur, developed by Pandemic Studios and released in 2009, is set during World War II in Nazi-occupied France. Players take control of Sean Devlin, a mechanic turned resistance fighter, as he attempts to sabotage the Nazi war machine. The game's open world features destructible environments and stealth mechanics as players complete missions to undermine the enemy's power. The game's best feature is its vibrant, open-world design, which contrasts the grim setting by gradually transitioning from black and white to color as players liberate areas from Nazi control. The game blends action, stealth, and vehicle mechanics, with a focus on sabotage, explosions, and taking down high-ranking officials. The open world is large, filled with side missions and hidden secrets, making it a great experience for fans of both action and stealth. Number 10. Pathologic 2. Pathologic 2, developed by Icepick Lodge and released in 2019, is a psychological horror open-world game set in a remote Russian town plagued by a deadly disease. Players control a doctor who must navigate a town full of secrets, moral dilemmas, and strange occurrences while racing against time to save the residents. Pathologic 2's best features include its deeply unsettling atmosphere and its open-world structure, where players must make tough decisions that affect the storyline. The game is known for its challenging survival mechanics, including managing hunger, thirst, and the spread of disease. The narrative is complex and thought-provoking, offering multiple perspectives and storylines that can be impacted by the player's choices. Number 9. Days Gone. Days Gone, released by Bend Studio in 2019, is an open-world action-adventure game set in a post-apocalyptic Oregon. Players control Deacon Street John, a former biker turned drifter, as he navigates a world overrun by zombie-like creatures called freakers. The game combines elements of survival, combat, and exploration. The game's standout features include its engaging story, the large open world filled with dynamic weather and day-night cycles, and the ability to upgrade Deacon's bike, which is essential for survival. The combat system allows players to use a variety of weapons and strategies to take down freakers and hostile humans. Days Gone's immersive world and emotional storyline make it an underrated gem in the open-world survival genre. Number 8. Kingdom Come: Deliverance. Kingdom Come: Deliverance, released in 2018 by Warhorse Studios, is an open-world RPG set in medieval Bohemia. Players control Henry, a blacksmith's son, as he becomes embroiled in a conflict involving political intrigue, warfare, and revenge. The game is known for its historical accuracy and realistic portrayal of medieval life. The best features of Kingdom Come: Deliverance include its realistic combat system, which focuses on swordplay and tactics, and its open world, which is designed to reflect the medieval period in great detail. The game offers a deep narrative, rich with side quests and character interactions. The historical setting, attention to detail, and immersive world-building make it a unique RPG experience in the open-world genre. Number 7. Watch Dogs: Legion. Watch Dogs: Legion, developed by Ubisoft and released in 2020, is set in a near-future London where players can recruit anyone they meet to join the resistance against a corrupt government. The game's open-world design allows for extensive exploration of the city, with a focus on hacking, stealth, and strategy. The standout feature of Watch Dogs: Legion is its play-as-anyone mechanic, where players can recruit and control any NPC they encounter, each with unique abilities and backgrounds. The game also features a vast and detailed open world, filled with side activities and missions. The hacking mechanics are key to gameplay, allowing players to manipulate the environment and systems to complete objectives in creative ways. Number 6. LEGO City Undercover. LEGO City Undercover, developed by TT Games and released in 2013, is an open-world action game set in a LEGO-themed city. Players control Chase McCain, a cop on a mission to catch a notorious criminal, while solving puzzles and completing missions in a playful and comedic world. One of the game's best features is its charming, family-friendly world full of humor, hidden collectibles, and puzzles. The open world is expansive, offering plenty of activities such as vehicle missions, crime solving, and side quests. The game blends traditional LEGO elements with an engaging open-world structure, making it a fun and underrated experience for players of all ages. Number 5. Sunset Overdrive. Sunset Overdrive, developed by Insomniac Games and released in 2014, is an open-world action game set in a colorful and chaotic city overrun by mutants after a faulty energy drink turns people into monsters. Players control an unnamed protagonist as they navigate the city, battling enemies and completing missions in an over-the-top, fast-paced world. The best feature of Sunset Overdrive is its vibrant, dynamic world that combines an open-world setting with parkour-like movement and exaggerated combat. Players can perform insane stunts, zipline through the city, and use a wide range of creative weapons to fight off mutants. The game's humor, visual style, and high-energy gameplay make it an underrated gem that brings a fresh twist to the open-world genre. Number 4. Cry Primal. Cry Primal, developed by Ubisoft and released in 2016, is an open-world action game set in the prehistoric era. Players control Takar, a hunter-gatherer in the Stone Age, as he battles rival tribes and dangerous wildlife in a lush, untamed world. The game features a unique setting where players use primitive weapons, tame animals, and build a tribe. The standout feature of Cry Primal is its immersive setting in a prehistoric world, where players must rely on survival skills such as crafting weapons and hunting for resources. The game introduces a unique animal companion system, allowing players to tame wild animals and use them in combat. The open-world design encourages exploration, offering plenty of opportunities for discovery, combat, and survival in a brutal, primal environment. Number 3. Mafia Definitive Edition. Mafia Definitive Edition, released in 2020 by Hangar 13, is a remake of the 2002 classic Mafia game, set in the 1930s during Prohibition. Players control Tommy Angelo, a cab driver who becomes embroiled in the criminal underworld of the fictional city of Lost Heaven. The game's open-world design allows for exploration, side missions, and a narrative-driven experience. The game's best features include its immersive setting, detailed open-world environment, and a compelling narrative that draws players into the world of organized crime. The updated graphics and revamped gameplay make it a visually stunning experience, while the period-specific music and atmosphere add to the authenticity. Mafia Definitive Edition stands out for its combination of a gripping story and an open-world city full of activities and secrets. Number 2. Immortals Fenyx Rising. Immortals Fenyx Rising, developed by Ubisoft and released in 2020, is an action-adventure game set in a vibrant world inspired by Greek mythology. Players control Fenyx, a hero tasked with saving the Greek gods from a dark force. The game combines exploration, puzzle-solving, and combat in an open-world setting. The standout feature of Immortals Fenyx Rising is its colorful and expansive world, which is filled with puzzles, secrets, and challenges inspired by ancient myths. The game's combat system blends swordplay, archery, and magical abilities, allowing players to experiment with different tactics. The humor and lighthearted tone set it apart from other mythological games, offering a fun and engaging experience. Number 1. Sleeping Dogs. Sleeping Dogs, developed by United Front Games and released in 2012, is an open-world action game set in Hong Kong. Players control Wei Shen, an undercover cop who infiltrates the criminal underworld while battling triads and uncovering a conspiracy. The game combines martial arts combat with gunplay and driving mechanics, set in a vibrant, open-world city. The game's best features include its fluid combat system, which blends martial arts with gunplay, and the richly detailed open-world city of Hong Kong. Players can engage in a wide variety of activities, from street racing to karaoke, while progressing through a gripping narrative. The game's dynamic combat, engaging storyline, and diverse activities make it an underrated gem in the open-world action genre. If you enjoyed this list of underrated open-world games, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more awesome content. What's your favorite underrated open-world game? Let us know in the comments below. Until next time, happy gaming!